It's fucking Sunday, guys. It's raining. Fall's coming around the corner. I'm wearing a hoodie for the first time in God knows how long. But I just found out yesterday that you guys know about these, like, they have, like, you guys know the Harlem Globetrotters, the basketball team that is, like, semi-pro, but they just do a lot of fancy tricks.
Yes.
But they're actually pretty good at basketball.
Of course.
Yeah.
And now they have a baseball version of that. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's like a softball men's league type of thing going on.
Yeah.
The Bananas, right?
The Savannah Bananas.
The Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, dude, they're like the biggest thing in the world right
I know,
now.
it's insane. I feel bad for the other teams in the league because why did the Savannah Bananas get, you know, all
At least they have more than just the generals, right? Like, because I mean, like, first off, that was the longest explanation of the Globetrotters I've ever heard. That was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. But like, yeah, they have like 6 teams or something now, the Savannah Bananas, and like, dude, they only sell tickets for $40 or $60, but the list is so long to get tickets that everybody just like scalps them for like $200-300 bucks a
Really?
pop. So you can't go see the Bananas unless
They're
got
that packed out?
Yeah.
That is insane.
They're selling out baseball stadiums.
And this just happened though.
crazy.
Like, this just started a year ago.
last few
It's
years.
the second season,
Yeah.
Wow, where did this come from?
The dude who owns it is apparently the man.
He's sick, dude. He's sick. I'm a big Bananas fan. I can't believe you're bringing this up.
Okay,
I watch
awesome.
a lot of the games.
I was watching a game last night. They were playing the Firefighters.
Yeah,
There you
so
go.
there's 4 teams. There's the Firefighters, there's the Party Animals, the Bananas, and then there's, I forget the 4th team, but that's like their like
I think
AAA
they're
team.
called the Gillette Slammers. Right?
fun.
Is that them? The
I don't
Gillette?
think so.
Well, the reason I'm bringing this up is because there was a record that was achieved yesterday. The Gillette Slammers, they dropped 2,600 glizzies from a chopper to the baseball field. That is a new record.
Oh my goodness.
What was
Amazing.
the record before?
I don't know. That is a great
Who was
question,
setting
Michael. Michael?
Jamie, pull it up.
$25.99.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I feel like at a point the record was just like a dude in a helicopter accidentally dropping.
Yeah, it was a tragic accident.
Yeah, just accidentally. Yeah, dude.
He just had glizzies on the chopper. Like, what an interesting record to set. Like, who decided that this has to be something that needs to be met? Michael, do you have what the number is before 2,600 for Google? What was the record for the max number of glizzies dropped from a chopper onto a baseball field? Chris, you're a big glizzy fan.
Oh fuck
I've
yeah,
seen
dude.
put them back.
Yeah, man. Hot dogs are the shit. And plus, like, I don't know, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, you can call them glizzies. I don't care. I'm eating like minimum 4. Like, I eat hot dogs like a son of a bitch, dude. If anything,
Joey.
you're thinking about, everyone's like, oh, the salt. Think about the carbs, dude. That's a lot of bread. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot
what
of
really
bread.
gets you.
It's what really gets you, really bloats you out.
Okay, so that's a
Oh, so it was
a
close.
new record.
That's the first record.
That's a new record. Maybe it's the first record. Maybe it was the first one that was ever set.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, the first record was a guy accidentally dropping a hot dog, and he's like, "Oh, that was my hot dog," and then he made a world record because it was the first time. You know,
What was the occasion? Was Bonnie Blue throwing out the first pitch?
Brother, I know nothing about this league.
I don't either.
Like,
how did they clean them up? Like, was this post game, pre game?
I don't
Was it for
know,
the
bro.
fans? Did
It
you
was
get to see
during the
them?
second
they
inning.
dropped them on the field, and there's not 2,600 players on the field. We know that for a fact.
yeah, bunch of birds.
What about the insurance liability? You think that's a big insurance liability? You think if someone got hit with it?
I mean, like, there's definitely a hoop or two they have to jump through, but I mean, that's what they do anyway. Because, like, my thing about the Savannah Bananas is, like, they're really cool to watch the baseball, but the TikTok dancing, like, I just can't get behind like 2 hours of dancing. Like,
It's a minute. It's a minute.
No, it's a bunch of minutes because they were like the quickest follow and unfollow on Instagram for me because I'm like, I really fuck with the Savannah Bananas.
I do
and then
too.
all of them is just like open shirt dancing. And that's fine, but I want that on my other websites. I don't want that on my Instagram feed. You know what I mean?
It's like, what's that one? Magic Mike? It's like Magic Mike baseball type of deal. Yeah, I don't know. I saw this one guy try to get a ball between his legs, and then he like dropped it like 3 times, like literally dropped it 3 times. And I'm like, what was the point of that?
They don't always get the trick plays, dude. That's the
style.
magic, you know?
Yeah.
You have the good and the bad.
And then they also had in the 9th inning, they had the golden batter.
Yep.
You know anything, Ryan?
Yeah.
Ryan, you seem like a fan of this,
Dude,
bro.
I'm telling you, I'm not
Put me
even
on.
joking.
Tell me what the hell's going on in this league.
Golden batter is you could pick anybody from the lineup and put them up to bat. So it's like strategic at the end of the game. Because the game doesn't go by runs, it goes by points. So you get a point for winning each inning. And then,
like hacky. Oh, excuse me, like fucking cornhole. something like that.
I don't know. I've never played that.
How have you
or
never played cornhole?
It's like, you know how volleyball has sets?
Yeah.
Like you go to 21 or whatever like that, and whoever gets that first wins a set. I guess it's like the same thing, but like where you score more in an inning, you win a point or something. But
Whoever scores more that inning wins 1 point for that inning. But the ninth inning, every run is a point.
Okay.
That's cool.
So that's like the game changer.
My favorite rule is by far and away that if a fan catches a ball, the batter's out.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if there's a foul ball and a fan catches it, the batter's out. That's so cool.
I gotta go to one of these games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, good
It's
luck.
cool that they're just free on YouTube to stream too.
Yeah.
Like it's very accessible.
And it just came out of nowhere, bro.
Well, the dude
I know
said
it's blowing up because it's way more fun than regular baseball. Regular baseball sucks, dude. It's so boring.
I wouldn't say that.
I enjoy going to baseball games, but I won't watch them on TV unless it's the Phillies.
Savannah games are 2 hours flat. It starts a timer at the beginning of the game, so it's like not like a 7-hour game either. Like it's quick. I don't know, dude. It might blow out regular baseball.
All right. Well, then I think I'm going to have to get into this league and check it out.
Well, the guy also said, like, the owner said, he was like, I want 1 billion fans. So what I'm going to do is make everything as accessible as possible so everyone can enjoy it. And I'm not going to take more money to make it less accessible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's
man.
just like, this is just what it is, and it's just going to stay like that.
It's a great concept. It's blowing up. They had a whole Disney series about it, the Savannah Bananas, and now this is a legitimized thing.
Oh, the guy's going to be a billionaire one day. Like, I have no doubt that, like, if he ever decided, like, I mean, everybody at one point turns for the most part, but like, if he ever decided to like sell it one day, he might make at least hundreds of millions of dollars.
What is the legitimate name of this league? Do you know?
I just know it as Banana Ball.
Banana Ball.
Banana Ball.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll take it.
Hey, Banana Ball, if you're looking for sponsors, the Middleman Podcast is here. Well, here we are for episode 148 of the Middleman Podcast featuring Chris Jones and Ryan. Ryan, you're all the way over there.
Yeah.
Way over. Oh,
boy.
shit. Arizona down.
Luckily, we didn't crack that yet.
Arizona
Luckily, we didn't
down.
crack
Man
that yet.
down. Gentlemen, you guys are here to talk to me about something phenomenal that you guys are putting on for the area called the NEPA Comedy Fest.
Yeah.
And Chris, you've been on the show before. You were here for episode 107. Ryan, I have seen you and actively, doing your sets, probably at a Don't Tell Comedy or just at an open mic, because you have a very familiar face, and I'm like, I've seen this guy before, that's for sure. So, you guys are definite druggernauts in this area, doing hella mics, doing great work, and I'm excited that you guys are here to tell me about NEPA Comedy Fest. So, talk to me. Who came up with the idea? That is like something that is very, very niche, and it seems like you guys have a great production team. You guys have maybe 6 or 7 people on a production team.
Yeah.
So how did this all come to an idea? Who brought it up?
So Jessica Delfino is the one who like initially came to me with the idea of doing a festival in Stroudsburg. And then I kind of like immediately jumped on it just because, that just seems fun. I grew up, like my first concert was in Stroudsburg. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I've been going there since I was a kid. And she was just like, yo, I want to do like a multiple venue comedy festival through a weekend. And I want you to help me put it together. And then we added, Manzo and Ryan Flaherty, Boris Khaykin and Zack Hammond, and then Angelia Petrillo is also helping a bit in terms of like specific a couple shows that we're doing, which is going to be cool. And it's been going. We're planning something that should have taken a year and 4 months, and it is a logistical nightmare, and I'm addicted to it.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Been there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Atmosphere, of course,
been
dude.
there,
Yeah,
done
that
that.
shit. But we're doing like Warped Tour rules, so it's like going to be multiple venues going
Yes.
on at once. So it's like in 3 days we're going to have 20 comedy shows.
That's insane, bro.
Something like that. It might be 15, but even that's an undertaking, So it's we have 4 headliners. We have open mics for anybody who wants to go on stage. We have specific like silly shows. We're going to have music comedy on one show. We're going to have an LGBTQ show. We're going to have seminars for people to go learn stuff if they wanted to that are free for the public. And Yeah, dude, I just keep adding more stuff, and she keeps adding more stuff, and then we just work it out.
I mean, I see that because from the initial drop, from the initial announcement, I remember seeing like maybe 40 plus comedians, 15 shows, 3 days. Now it's like maybe 50 plus comedians, 16 shows.
Yeah.
And it's like, it seems like it keeps changing and more people are starting to catch fire and learn about it. So like, how long have you two known each other within the comedy realm?
Like 2 years now.
Yeah, probably about 2 years.
And that's where you guys met? You guys didn't know each other prior to that?
No.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So where'd you guys meet? Like at an open mic or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know where we first met.
Probably the Spaceman.
It was
I think
probably
the first
the
time I saw
Spaceman,
you
yeah.
was the
Where's
first
that?
time you came out.
So, Utopia Glass in Wilkes-Barre used to do an open mic in their basement, and Ryan Flaherty hosted it. And it was in a boiler room, dude. It was like the creepiest place in the world.
We love that.
But like, no, but the thing is like, it brewed literal comedy magic. It was the perfect place to do comedy. It was low ceilings, max 40 people can fit in the room. It's cold in there just because it's a boiler room, so it's not like ever overly hot unless it's super full in there. And it was just magic, especially when they started putting up like curtains and everything and the lights and stuff. Like when I first got there, it was just concrete everywhere, and it was like genuinely creepy. And then it just got, dude, like some of my favorite comedy memories. I literally have on tape the moment I realized I was doing what I want to do most on film. And I did a set there, my first ever Don't Tell. And I have my face when I realize that I'm actualizing something. And it's like, I'm so thankful for that clip. I am very, very thankful that I have that on tape.
And so what did you guys think of each other's comedy style when you met Ryan, when you met Chris or saw his first time performing? What did you think of his comedy style?
When I first met Chris, I was still very new to comedy. I mean, at that point, I had not done like a show or anything. And I was really bad, so it was pretty intimidating. I was like, holy shit, this guy actually knows what he's doing. He has like through lines and delivery, and I was kind of scared, honestly. But it took not long for me to realize he's just like dumb. Like me.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, he's just
I'm
dumb.
just dumb and scared all the time. Yeah, dude. And now, yeah, I mean, it was one of those things. It was a perfect match, and it was easy. It was just very easy to be friends. So I enjoyed it, at least for me. I don't know about him, but I enjoyed it. It was just easy. Like him, me, and Ryan just became like a triad very quickly because we were all just grinding towards like a similar goal. And I don't know, to make this your life is like weird, you know? So it's like to have people who also do it is very helpful to be in your life, you know?
To be able to bounce off ideas and, you know, just communicate and understand the frustration of what goes through being a comedian. So you said you started not too long ago. Did you start maybe about 2 years ago? 2 years
ago, yeah.
Okay, so like how has your comedy developed from your first mic to now? How are you feeling on stage? How's your stage presence?
Oh my God, it's like night and day, dude. I really put a lot of work in, and like it's crazy how fast things have changed.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 years ago, I was bad. Like I had no clue what I was doing, and
Well, what made you want to get into it? What was your draw? What was your interest in wanting to get into it?
I've always just been the funny bullshit character in school and everything. I had been doing skits for a long time since I was a kid. That's kind of what I started with doing comedy.
Are they on
Me
YouTube?
too, yeah.
I watched them all. They're all gone, dude. The first time I was like, all right, I'm a comedian now, I'd fucking archive them all on YouTube.
Could you have gotten canceled if you kept them up?
No, because everything I do is just really silly. I never really take any controversial points or anything like that. That's just not who I am comedically. Like I'm very absurd and silly with that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I always wanted to try comedy. I was at like a pretty easy point in my life. Like I wasn't working, like I was pretty depressed, and that's just what you got to do to start comedy. And I just went out there and did it, fell in love with it, you know, found some motivating people, similar mindset.
Yeah.
And I just keep learning from people that are better than me. And I think that keeping that mindset ahead has just kind of pushed me up the ranks pretty quickly and just learning very quick.
Yeah, I mean, surrounding yourself with the people that, I mean, like, you know, we've talked about Don't Tell Comedy a handful of times, and that's to me, one of the most pristine comedy events that happens in this area. You know, if you know about it, you know about it, and when you go, you always have a great time because the venue is always changing, and to me, that is such a unique experience. They bring out comedians that you've never heard of that just come in and they kill and they have a great time, you know? So you guys have managed to network your way through that, through open mics and being like, you know, I was watching Kill Tony, as I know you guys probably watch Kill Tony, and he was talking to Uncle Laser, and he was saying like Uncle Laser night and day, like he really wasn't a comedian when he started out, but he really wanted to focus and learn how to do it. And so years later, now he's actually a comedian. He was more so a funny character in the beginning,
right?
But now when you put your mind to it, you get results, and that sounds like what happened to you, Ryan. So
shout out to Ryan P Flaherty.
Yeah,
he's about to be the king.
I did see that. I did see that. That coming out tomorrow.
This is so for context. Yeah, it comes out on the August 25th, and this is the day before that. And this is his last day of normal life before he has a Netflix credit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Isn't it crazy?
It's gonna get crazy.
Dude,
no, I agree.
It's nuts. There's not a single person in the world that deserves it more. He is the nicest, one of the most talented, just biggest fan of Kill Tony. There's not a single bad thing I could say about the dude. He is the nicest fucking dude who deserves this so much. He's the man.
What is his role in the entire thing when it comes to the NEPA Comedy Fest?
Oh, he doesn't do anything.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm just joking. No,
well, he has a Netflix credit. Did you hear us when we said that?
Dude,
so now
people
we
are
have
coming.
a Netflix credit.
Yeah, you're right.
We have a collective Netflix credit, and so both Manzo and Flaherty, they've been putting together just the fundraising show that you guys are doing, which is going to be
September 6th.
September 6th.
At the Loft?
Yep, correct. And I like a man who does his research. And just in general, just like watching tapes, because we really thought, like, honest to God, like Jess and I thought we're like, all right, 50 people are going to sign up. We're going to accept everybody. Cool.
Not the case.
It tripled. Like we had at the end 150 comedians.
Wow.
Wow. And at watching 5 minutes each, I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot until you do the math, and then you're like, oh, this is like almost 1,000 minutes. Like we're at I think in total, like we're talking like I had to watch like 700 to 800 minutes of comedy. So at some point or another, I asked like Zack Hammond to help me, and then the Ryans to help me, just like
the Ryans.
Yeah,
it's collective. Yes.
Collective, but like we couldn't just we had to all watch them, or else nothing was getting done. And we even extended like we stopped signups and stuff at the end of July. And we were going to send out the acceptance letters on August 1st.
Yep.
And that was like not even possible. Like, so we had to like extend it a week and just really go through it.
So like put a timeline on this for me so I could just kind of understand a little bit better. When you guys first launched and announced the festival, do you know what date, what month that was?
It was probably like mid-May.
Mid-May. Okay. Yeah. So mid-May, and you were taking submissions all the way up to the end of July?
Yeah.
Okay. So... And a lot of people were submitting their videos to you guys. Did it seem like more people started to submit their videos like towards the tail end or
towards initially? The tail end for sure. So the easiest, like there are at least 50 to 100 comedian groups on Facebook that just are there and people just join. Like when I'm sure it's the same thing with podcasts and music and stuff, where if you really wanted to be a part of a group on Facebook, you could just join 50 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's the best way to find a crowd. It really is. Or
just anybody across the country, because like doing that gets you places. You know what I mean? Even if it's one connection, who gives a shit, right? So it all matters in the end. So what I would do is twice a week I would go on and I would post the sign up link on however many I could find. Yeah. And then Facebook it just kind of like not spiraled because it was going well, but it really ramped up. So the last week of signups, we probably like got another 40 or 50 people.
Wow. And these people are from where? All across the United States?
Yeah.
Or really?
Yeah. Okay. So if we have like 75, 80 comedians, I would say that 30 of them are locals. 20 of them are like homies from everywhere.
Yep.
Right. Like we have somebody from Vancouver coming that I met in Austin.
Very sick.
Like there's like people I met in Texas that are coming, and like we're all like gonna get an Airbnb hangout or whatever. And then we have another like 30 people I can't even like do the number, but we have everybody from California to Massachusetts, Florida, awesome. Texas, Canada. Like it's we had somebody sign up from Switzerland who was he was accepted, but I mean obviously when he realized he was going to get a 5-minute set, I'm like maybe we should not.
Yeah, I get it.
Spend $3,000 on travel. You know what I mean? Just to do something in Stroudsburg. I love Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. That's a long flight day to show up and
that would have been legendary though.
It would have been legendary. I mean, I would have like not for nothing. If he would have done that, I would be like, you just get a 15, dude. Go ahead, go crazy, King.
For real.
You know, so it's a good sack of homies. You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah,
I'm very excited.
Talk to me about like as you guys are looking through these videos, these submissions. What are some of the key aspects that you were looking for while reviewing comedian submissions?
What do you think?
I'll tell you this right off the bat, you could kind of pick out if it's going to be good or bad within the first minute, right?
Okay, let's hear it. How's that?
There are some terrible submissions. I mean, the worst spectrum was a guy in his basement filming himself with no crowd. What am I going to waste 5 minutes watching that? You know what I mean?
I did.
I was out of curiosity. Yeah, no, I had to see.
Good on him though. I mean, like you can tell that he was just excited about it, like because there are those submissions where like obviously he didn't have a tape and he wanted to try and be a part of something.
Yeah.
So like compassionate side of me is just like, okay, cool, good for him. But like logistically, we had people give us like professional 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some of these tapes are coming in from professional comedy clubs, and others are just like at open mics, which is fine sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it works out, you know.
Diamond in a rough.
The editing etiquette as well too. Like I can't tell you how many tapes you look at the thumbnail, and the thumbnail is not the person that's performing because they left the person hosting bringing them up in the tape.
Yeah,
like, I don't care about that part.
Yeah, cut that out. We don't need that.
Right,
we don't
need that. And I just feel like those little nuances could already tell you if this is like a professional tape or not.
We actually are doing a seminar about that. So Zack Hammond's going to host a seminar that teaches people how to submit a professional tape, because like we have 3 so far. We have a public speaking seminar. We have a crowd working seminar that Carolyn, one of our headliners, she's the headliner on Sunday. She's going to be hosting on Saturday. And then she's also, which is crazy, just random plug, but she's also doing her off-Broadway show that like won a bunch of these random awards, like Fringe, and like she got like nominated for all these things. And so she's going to do her 1-hour show at the festival as well.
Is that called Chuck?
Chuck, yes. Okay. Yeah. And then Zach's going to do the workshop, which is funny because have you ever met Zack Hammond?
I have not. I have not met Zack.
He's going to, I'm sure he's going to be so thoughtful, but he's also just going to be like, they don't give a shit, guys. You got to just do it or you're not going to get booked. You know what I mean? So he's going to like nurture people with the coldest hands you've ever felt. And yet, like, dude, I mean, I've known Zack for 15 years now, and he is just always been willing to help those who want help, but he can be stone cold when he needs to be. You know what I mean?
As we all have to. Yeah. For sure. Some of these submissions, was there ever a time, Chris, you wear a hat often, was there ever a time you had to throw your hat across the room where you're just like, what am I seeing right now, man?
Dude, you get so, and first off, I want to say, like, I'm genuinely appreciative, and I am really thankful that people decided, because they paid money to send me the tape.
Correct.
So like before I say any of that, like as much as we can talk shit on people who are bad at sending in a tape,
we're not talking shit.
Well, no, I am like genuinely thankful, because like this whole festival is a nonprofit. So if these people didn't do that, then we couldn't get like Lucas McCreary or whatever like that gave us a base fund to do any of this. So like I am eternally thankful for people who want to throw their name into a hat to see if they can get picked. But with that said, when you watch 6 hours of comedy, you have to like step away. Like honest to God, like even if it's good comedy, like you can't just watch 6 hours of stand up. I mean, I know you do at work and like you can like listen to specials and stuff like that. But like when you're just watching 100 people, it's like, you gotta like chill every couple hours. Yeah. Like you gotta go walk, because it just gets so monotonous.
Becomes numbing
over time. You know what I mean? And you won't give people their fair shake if you're just watching 2-3 hours of the same thing. You know, excuse me. You know, so there was definitely
That's
a couple.
Awesome.
Like I had one guy So I think out of the 150, we had 15 people who didn't pay. So like they didn't go on, right? They were
you didn't review it, yeah.
But like this one guy who didn't pay, those are the people I'll talk shit on. Those are
That's
the
a good point.
Those are the people I'll talk shit on.
I saw a post from I'm sorry, I think her name is, what's the woman's name?
Jess Delfino?
Yes,
Yeah.
Jess. She had put a video up. She was in a pool or something like, oh, we had sent back the submissions.
Oh,
if
we
you made
saw
them,
it,
you know,
Kevin.
approval,
No.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think she was kind of hinting at that there were some not so polite responses after you know, they were told that they weren't going to be part of the festival.
That is true.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true.
Let's hear it. Could we hear something?
No, I mean
The funny one. There was one funny one that's worth sharing.
Was that the
I don't view comedy or whatever.
Oh, that was so freaking so
Tell it, Ryan. Let me hear Ryan.
Yeah.
Chris,
Okay,
stop talking. I'm tired of hearing you talk.
There was a guy. So if you got denied from the festival, we offered you a free wristband, general admission for the weekend to come out, you know, meet people, go to open mics, etc. So that was part of your denial letter. And one person responded back to this, thank you for the offer. I'm not interested in the wristband. What was the exact words?
I'm just, he was like, I don't
spectate comedy.
I
That's
don't
exactly what he
spectate
said.
comedy.
I don't
Okay,
spectate
bro.
comedy.
I'm like, what do you mean, dude? Cause I mean, not for nothing.
I am comedy. I don't spectate
I'm one of
comedy.
those people, like there are plenty of comedians that are very, very, very successful that I wouldn't consider my flavor, right? Like I'm not going to talk shit because at a point, like the professionalism of it and like the craft of it is what's like that's what I like to look at, right? So I don't need to be like we go to shows and I won't laugh because I'm like watching them. I'm watching their cadence and I'm watching like how this works and stuff like that. And it's
You're spectating comedy.
It's exactly. But like there are just some like newer people who just go up and they're just like, yo, do you know what's really funny immediately is if we talk about like trans people. And I'm just like, I don't see who you think you're gonna win over here. But like that's why I don't touch on a lot of things because like it's one of those things where it's just like if you say stuff like that, a portion are going to agree with you and a portion aren't going to agree with you, but you want everyone to like you. So it's just like there are people that are very successful being polarizing and they have their own fan base. That's fine. But like there are just some like it's like, you know, you get the 50-year-old dude who's just like, hey, you know what's funny is these chicks and they got the you know, like it just fucking sucks, dude. And to each their own. It's just those are the tough ones. I had one person emailed Jess back and it was a lady and she was just like asking about, you know, well, how many women are on the festival and like all this stuff. And she was like, well, I mean, 1/5 of the work staff is women. So we made sure that we had at the minimum 1/5 be women. So it all just kind of worked out to the same people working it. And like, you know, and plus for the record, I think 120 dudes did it, and then submitted, like 30 girls submitted. And we don't want to just add people because of who they are. Like I want people to be on it that are funny. And there's a lot of like very legitimate women that are very, very funny. And I don't want to just like add fodder, because if it was the other way around, we were just adding dudes because we needed to and they weren't funny, then it's not going to be fun.
Agreed.
So I think now out of like, it's more so closer to a quarter to a third women. You know, I think we're at like 20.
That's badass.
You know? Yeah, and we added some people as features and everything like that. But this lady was messaging Jess saying like, oh, I could see that this is going to be male heavy because you're doing all like the secretarial work and stuff. And then Jess had to be like, I am the runner of this.
Yeah.
Like I am the lady. Like you ever see people look at American Psycho and they like say it's anti-woman and then you find out a girl wrote the book.
Yeah.
Like this is that. Like this is literally Jess being like, hey, this is my festival. Everything's okay. I promise you, I'm not being held hostage by dudes. You know what I mean? So
that is insane, man.
Yeah. So couple weird ones.
Well, let's talk about like some of the enlightening things. You know, you guys started it and it is a nonprofit. Okay.
Yeah.
What went into the decision of making it a nonprofit type of event?
It was kind of just what Jess wanted. So, I mean, it was In terms of finances, that's kind of like, I keep track of it, but I don't control, like, she's very much the marketing person.
Okay.
Like, she's the one getting the money, spending the money, where I'm like on spreadsheets and calling people.
How does that work out, bro? Look at this guy.
Oh, dude.
On spreadsheets?
Yeah.
All day. And it's funny because it's like a shared one, so I could see him doing it. I can see where his mind's going and like deleting this, putting it here, moving things around.
Oh, yeah. They'll leave me little
At 3
notes.
in the morning.
Yeah, I like unironically work 40 hours a week on the festival as much as I possibly can. I'm leaving here to go work on it.
I get it, brother. It's literally how your life goes leading up to it. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I'm so excited for it to be over, dude. I'm addicted to it, though. I'm like, I'm sick about it.
I was saying that, bro. I was saying that for atmosphere. Like, I can't wait until I can fucking take a break.
I'm sure
after
it's going to be a lot of fun.
It will. You guys
I'm not but it's just, I'm going to take a weekend off after that. I'm not doing comedy the second weekend of October unless I get a gig, and then I'll do it. Unless they ask me to, and then I'll
taking a break until they dangle money in our faces.
Yeah,
I guess we're not.
It doesn't matter. I'll say I take a weekend off, and then someone's going to be like, yeah, but do you want to like make $25 3 hours away? And I'm like, fuck, you're right.
Sure
God damn it.
What are some of the places? So, Chris, you're from Stroudsburg, right?
No, I mean, I went there a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was more so like Pocono Mountain East area, so I was more so like Tannersville and stuff.
Tell me about some of the venues that are allowing you guys to be running these events there.
So we have a few. And for what it's worth, I know Jess is going to watch this and hate that I'm forgetting some of them, but like the main sponsor, which is the number one sponsor, is Newberry's Yard of Ale. Newberry's Yard of Ale, where you can go and get yourself ale, and it's a fun time.
Hit that bell one time for me. Say it again.
One of those Newberry's Yard of Ale, where you can go and get yourself ale, and it's a great place. No, the owners are fantastic, man. Like they gave us they gave us an undisclosed amount of money to make sure that they were the named sponsors.
How much?
And it's undisclosed. And they were going to be able to use their downstairs and upstairs the entirety of the weekend.
Nice.
Which, I mean, you guys went to Stroudsburg. You guys know what that's like post 11 o'clock during the semester.
It gets wild.
That's going to be a nightmare after 11 o'clock. Thankfully, people in Stroudsburg don't do anything until like midnight.
True.
So like it's not a bar that gets busy, or any of the bars on Stroudsburg really get busy until 11 or 12. Mm-hmm. So it's Newberry's Yard of Ale, our main sponsor. Vault 636, which actually just took over Seamsters.
I was there yesterday.
Yeah. And it looks cool. I enjoy it. They have a room upstairs. Yeah, that's where the shows are going to be.
Cool.
So the main shows, like the headliner shows, are going to be downstairs at Newberry's. And then we're going to have showcases both there and at the Vault. We're talking to a few other bars right now. And then the Anarchist Closet, which is like that... thrift store next to the Sherman Showcase. Okay. We're going to probably do like a standing room only open mic there. Cool. Yeah, like there's a bunch of stuff in talks, so it's like I don't know, like there's a bunch of different venues that are kind of like hoping to have us, and we're just hoping that we can come up with a deal.
Pickle Fest too.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, Pickle Fest is actually going...
Wait, like Pickle Fest in Stroudsburg is the same weekend that you guys are doing your thing?
Yes.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, but it starts like it's a during the day thing. Yeah. And I know we're gonna have comedy shows and stuff, but we're actually doing 2 sets at Pickle Fest. Like they gave us a booth, which if we can or can't do, I'm not sure yet, but we'll still do, which is funny because we were talking about it and they gave us the booth. Like we were doing them the favor for doing the comedy. And I was just like, this is really neat. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Because I asked Jess, I'm like, did they just give us something for us asking to do something? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, this is the coolest thing in the world. They're really nice. I actually went to high school with 2 of the people on the board, and they're very, very kind people.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a small world, dude, especially on the mountain. It's a very small mountain. And so we're going to do 2 sets at Pickle Fest, and then, I mean, all the rest of it while everything's going on. So, I mean, should be fun. So Pickle Fest is a good one, and then Newberry's in Vault.
And so you guys are going to be performing throughout this festival, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be running it, performing. How often are you guys going to be performing?
We're going to be hosting a lot more than we're actually doing regular feature spots.
Yeah.
So we do have like a big featured spot on one of the bigger shows. Mm-hmm. But other than that, we're just going to be hosting the showcases, hosting the open mics, which might come with a little material, but at that point, I'd rather just give it back to,
What are you most
people.
excited about for this entire experience?
I just want to party with the boys, to be honest.
I'm so excited to party with the boys, dude. I'm so excited.
Such an amazing friend group throughout the comedy scene, and just to have everybody from all these places coming in one place. Like, I just picture myself at midnight drunk with the boys. We're staying there, so we don't have to worry about driving and stuff. I just think like the hang is going to be the best part at the end of the day.
Oh, I'm
the
smoking
shows are going to be stressful.
Dude.
The shows are going to be stressful for us because it's going to be a lot of show running, a lot of stuff going on at the same time. But overall, it's going to be a good time, just hanging out, seeing everybody.
And you guys have a solid team behind you guys. So like all in all, it's probably about like a number of 20 to 30 people that are going to be help coordinate and run the show.
Oh, I don't think so. It's probably like closer to 10. I mean, like, it's really 10? I mean, we're going to have random people helping random places, but the main group is technically 7 people.
Wow.
So,
and that's a lot of stages, a lot of people to try to coordinate and keep on and going.
Yeah.
So,
well, I will say for the sake of the shout out, because he offered to help, was Tyler Rothrock was sick because he was like, I'll host something, I'll be on something, I just want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of comedians that were doing that because it's like there's so many things happening at once that I have to ask multiple people multiple questions over the course of a day or two. And at one point or another, I would say like 99% of them were just like, dude, this is probably a nightmare. Just put me wherever and tell me where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I appreciate that. That's such a fucking relief. But
very nice, man. I'm glad to hear that because it didn't work that way for my thing. It's kind of a little bit different.
Oh, understandable, dude. And I mean, not for nothing. You do produce a really cool spot. You know what I mean? I didn't get to go this year just because I live in Philly now, but it's like last year was freaking awesome, man. It was a lot of fun. The Ritz is a really, really cool venue. Shout out
Atmosphere. I'm wearing a shirt under here right now, but you guys are doing something monumental. I think I went to, I don't know if you guys went to this show. It was Bert Kreischer Comedy Tour.
Yeah, I was there.
At Montage Mountain, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, like that show was like top notch, one of the best comedy shows that I've been to in this area.
I agree.
And I think you guys have the full potential to match that energy and do it bigger because his show was just one show. You guys are doing it for 3 days, man. You guys are doing it for 3 days. So I really think that like the world is your oyster at this point and you guys are well on your way. The support, how's the support been from the community?
Very good.
Yeah,
no, very cool. I mean, we have, I would probably say just because of the work that we've been doing, and there's a bunch of us, I'm not just saying like Ryan and I, but like, over the last 2 years, we're doing our best to kind of go from Binghamton to like Allentown, Lehigh Valley area and just make it into, and like I said, there's plenty of comedians that are doing this, but it's cool because you're seeing since COVID, like there's like an L shape on a map of just comedians kind of converging into making one very large 3-hour span scene. And, which is cool because it gives you a really good pool of good comedians. And this is like a good middle point for most people. So, I mean, Binghamton's on it, Massillon, Ohio's on it, Allentown, Lehigh Valley, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre.
A lot of people from everywhere, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like
what is your guys' expectation for this year? Like, what are you guys expecting to like the weekend of, what's your expectation?
My expectation is that it's going to happen.
Okay.
I have no clue.
Okay, so you that's reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, I have people that say they're coming. So this is what I've said to people is just like, I never give shit to people who can't come to my shows, right? Because everyone has lives and people they have to care about and jobs, whatever, right? This is the one time where if you tell me you're coming and you don't, I'm going to be like legitimately offended because it's like, this is months in the making. I'm pulling all favors, like every favor that I possibly had. This is coming out now and I will do this for once a year until we don't do this anymore. Because it's like, if you don't come to any of my shows, I'll be fine. I have plenty of people that come to shows, you know what I mean? But like in terms of like family and friends and stuff, they better come out or else I'm going to be sad.
How about yourself, Brian? What is your expectation? Do you have anything?
Well, let me just coattail on that too. There's so many opportunities because there's so many shows over 3 days. You got to be free on one of the days. Correct. We're going to have a general wristband that's going to be very affordable to get into all the regular shows. And it's also going to be very cheap to just get into one show, or some of them might even be free. So really no excuse. My expectation for me is I just want to see everybody come out, get to meet new people as far as the comedians, see everybody have good sets. I'd love to see new opportunities, new friendships and stuff come out of it. I'm really in this comedy thing for community and to just build it up together, because there's no reason for us to compete. And like Chris was saying with the whole Binghamton Lehigh thing, like Scranton's that dead point, you know, like it's up to us in this area to hold those two communities together. Like,
what do you mean by dead point? Like, what do you mean by that? Like,
it's about an hour up to Binghamton and an hour down to Lehigh. So if you were in Lehigh and you want to go to Binghamton, now you're looking at 2+ hours, and those comedians usually don't overlap. But when I see that, and when I see like those comedians become friends, I kind of feel like Scranton kind of did that part. You know, I like to try to get like a Binghamton and a Lehigh guy on my shows that they can meet and stuff like that. And so that's what I want to see out of the festival too. I want to see people in rooms, even just looking at the lineups, just seeing people on shows that would never be on shows together. Yeah. It's just so cool to see. Like, I'm really excited for that.
You guys do have some pretty reputable names. I was taking a look at some of the headliners that you have sent over to me and just checking out their social media and stuff like that. Let's go. I got their names right here. Let's just go through them real quick. Where is it?
Also, really fast, just to tag on one he said, Mike Peters, Stephen Brown, and Binghamton, they're awesome. They book everybody they possibly can. You see people in like the Lehigh Valley, like I said before, like Tyler Rothrock and stuff like that. Like, they've been doing this trek. You know what I mean? Like, we have like legitimate professionals that have been doing this anyway. And I think just the inclusion of us kind of coming on the scene has been like a really cool thing to see for like us watching them do it, us finding out how to make it better for like, comedians getting up there. Cause I mean, it's an hour ride. So like getting people to new places is like important, but those are the guys, plenty of people. Paul Spratt, and we're talking about him in a second. Yeah. Paul Spratt's the fucking man. He put me up on my first Don't Tell. He's the man. And just in general is the guy, regardless of like any opportunity he's given me. He's like just legitimately a very, very nice human and a very, very funny comic. And, but yeah, like there, no way have we started any of this stuff. We're including ourselves into something that's been going on, especially now that the world's back open, and which is a wild statement. And it's just cool to be a part of something and making it, in our view, at least a little better. Yeah,
man, and I think you have a great personality to do it. I mean, on TikTok, you make all these silly reels, informative reels about the festival,
Thank you.
Like sponsors and, how to submit. You're a clown, bro. You really are. You have this little, you hump the air often to grab people's attention, you know.
Amen, dude. I make that air my bitch, dude.
You have this trademark blank stare that you have going on from time to time. You did it on PA Live. There it is. It's right there. Dude, you did that in PA Live, just like on live television. That shirt was dope. I paid $10 to be here.
Yeah.
Like that was great. That was a great interview. Let's backtrack a little bit. You were talking about the tickets and how people could go and like get maybe like a GA wristband or something like that. I checked on the website. You guys have different packages. There's free shows, $10 shows, $25 shows, maybe $100 package. Talk to me about packages. How will people go about purchasing a ticket and getting to these events and just being in a know what's going on?
Sure. Right now the tickets are on Eventbrite, like you said. Different tiers to get into. Whether you just want to come see one show, whether you're a comedy maniac and you want to see all the shows, if you want to see all the headliners, no matter what you're looking for, it's a very affordable price, and the tickets are kind of catered towards what you want to see and what you want to do. At the end of the day, this is nonprofit, and what's worth it more to me is just fill out rooms, new people, seeing new faces, bridge the gap from we're a big comedy community to random people in Stroudsburg. That means the most to me right there, personally.
Yeah, because, Stroudsburg is a little hub. It's 2 hours from many major cities, you know? So we're going to do 25, and this is as of August 24th. Just so we know, in case something changes.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, it's updating. It's constantly updating.
So we were trying... Well, that's why, because we were talking to a venue that wanted us to like rent it for $600, but then we would have to like charge for these shows different. And by that point, we were at like 5 different price points, and it was annoying. So like what we were doing is for the general shows, if you want a wristband, it's $35, and you can get into all of the showcases that aren't headliner shows, all of the mics, all of the silly stuff that we're doing, the one Carolyn's show, excuse me.
Yes.
all of the seminars, all that. And that's $35. If you want to go to a headliner, it is $25 a show. Which that means for $60, you get to go to 15 shows and a paid headliner that's like coming in from wherever the heck just to do the show. And like the shows at the door, depending on what they are, it might just be $5-10. But I mean, you go to 3 of those and you should have just gotten the wristband. So it's just like, we're kind of like trying to make it so cheap that it's enticing to just get the wristband, because that's just going to help us. Because any money that is made is just going to next year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because this year we weren't even in time to get anybody's grants or anything, because we started so late. So we couldn't even go apply for people's money because all of their budget is allocated for the year. So
I got you, man. You guys are going to do a fantastic thing there, man. Let's talk about some of the headliners that are coming in. You had mentioned Paul.
Yeah,
Paul Spratt.
Yeah, Paul Spratt's opening us up.
He's a local comedian.
Yeah, I mean, and he did comedy in New York for 7 years. Like he's just like eaten so much shit doing all of the worst possible shows just for the sake of doing comedy. And when we were discussing who our last headliner was, like we had a couple ideas, maybe like a Philly guy or this lady or that or something like that. And it kind of at the very beginning, Jess was like, "What if we just have local headliners?" And I'm like, "Well, it's a good idea, but we should probably like outsource and get some people that have know what I mean, that are more, because I mean you could see most of us always anyway." And then when we only had one spot left for a headliner, I'm just like, "Do you know what? You were right. I think having Paul would be perfect. I think it is an amazing testament to the community to have somebody who's an absolute murderer." Who's just living here. Like, people don't understand how good he is. Like, he's one of the best comics I've ever seen. Like, he's amazing, and he deserves it. So, yeah, he's going to be the man. He does all the don't tells, too. So.
We got him. Who are some of the other headliners that you are excited, that you are just like, wow, we really got this person on board? Yeah. Ryan, I want to hear from you, too.
I mean,
bless you, Michael.
Bless you, Michael. Michael, you all right? All right, bless you.
Bless you, Michael.
The obvious answer is Lucas McCrary.
Yeah.
That's our big gamble right there.
Austin, Texas, correct?
Austin, Texas, correct. Making major moves out there. He's doing shows every weekend. He has his own show. He's blowing up on social media. And I think what the best part is he is a younger audience, right?
Yes.
He's a younger guy. He's in his 20s. I think that kind of is going to be able to bridge the gap for younger people, like TikTok brain people, to come in and see a show.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, around this area, at least in a lot of other areas, your audience is 40 plus.
Okay.
And
especially up here.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I was at Wisecrackers last night. I was the youngest person there and I'm 30, And I think having a young headliner, someone you could recognize from social media, even if you don't know him, you've seen him when you're scrolling through, just because so many of his clips go viral. I think it's a great opportunity for us to try to bridge that gap to a younger audience and show them, like, your peers are working hard at comedy too. It's worth to check out.
How did you guys go about getting in contact with him? Was that a Facebook group type of thing, or did
I just hit him up?
Someone directly hit him up?
Yeah, I just hit him up, and he was like, "Yeah."
Really?
Yeah, it was really, I mean, when you provide, that would have sounded weird. Like, I was going to say when you provide opportunity to somebody, but like, it's not like, I literally was just like, "Yo, we're doing this. Do you want to be on it? We'll give you whatever, And he was just like, yeah, sure. And so He was able to string together some New York dates with it after the festival. He's going to hang out. He's going to be on a couple of the other shows. Like, we're going to do like a heckle mic where there's a panel of comedians and the comedians up there get heckled.
Ooh,
yeah, like shit like that.
Awesome.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. Derek Humphrey's also on it.
Yes. I saw his comedy. He's pretty good.
God.
He's funny.
He is so funny. Carolyn, so funny. I've been able to work with both of them before. And it is like when we started, the first person out of my mouth when Jess was like, "Who do you want?" I'm just like, "I want Derek Humphrey." Like, I think he's a killer. I don't know if he's a paid regular at the Cellar, but like he's definitely done a lot of work in New York City. He is in New York City, does a lot of work traveling too. I mean, Carolyn is one of the silliest gooses I've ever met. She just like I said before, I just end up staring into comedy like void and trying to like break down people.
Yeah.
Every single person that's headlining immediately makes me cackle. Like all 4 of them are absolute professionals that are just crazy. And
not to mention too, all these headliner shows are being featured and opened by people that probably could have been the headliners too.
Yes, agreed.
Like all of these shows have so much value that like once these lineups comes out and you see just some of the names stacked up behind these headliners, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's worth the $15, $25, whatever it ends up being.
Yeah, it was gonna be 25. And no, I completely agree with you because. And some people didn't want to do it, like totally understandable because we're like giving headliners 10 minutes, right? So they're just like, oh, I don't want to drive from this to do this or whatever. Yeah. But like the lineups we have on it, like are asinine. Like it's insane what we're getting together. And we're also like putting people from the festival onto the headlining shows. And so it's like, it's a good mixture. And I'm very excited for the headliner shows. They're going to be bananas.
I would like to just see how you guys are going to be operating during the day because that just sounds like such an intense operation with 5 different locations and multiple shows going on.
Say 3 for the sake of it until we get the 5th.
Yeah, seminars, stuff like that. I like the idea of you guys throwing in other things other than just stand-up comedy sets, such as the open mics. You said the heckling of the comedians. Like, is there anything else that you guys are already planning? Like
torpedo mic.
Yeah, torpedo mic.
Torpedo mic. What is a torpedo mic?
We bring weapons.
You gotta come armed. No, it's just as many comics we could get signed up. They all get a minute, and it's just boom, 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 boom. No introductions, no in betweens. Just get up there, do a minute. Get up there, do a minute.
That's ambitious, boys. I might be sitting in that crowd, and I might fucking sign up, man. Cause
I want to figure out. You should do it. Right? I want normal ass people to come out. And realize that they could do it.
I've done the comedy thing. I'm not a comedian. I won't take. Listen. I respect what you guys do to the utmost, to the highest level in regards that. To me, I'm not consistent in it enough that I won't even give myself that label. But I could give you a 1 or 2 type of crowd work type of thing, like Billy. You know, Mr. Billy.
Billy Khaykin.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy Legs. Yeah.
Mr. Billy. Listen, we know Billy, right? Yeah, so I was at what was it, Solstice, and I got asked to do some comedy, so I did. And I was talking about how they have that shuffleboard game over there. I was like, yeah, Billy and I, we were playing shuffleboard, man. I felt real bad because you have to walk back and forth, man. But he's got one hell of an arm, man. He's got that strength, if you know what I mean.
Yo, we did.
And like the crowd loved it. And then like later, Billy came up to me. He's like, "Really, bro? That type of strength?" And he got it like later. He's like, "That was a good one." I'm like, "Oh, you're funny, bro. I'm glad you just got that."
Do you remember at the NEPA Fest where they made him the host?
They did.
And so, but the problem is that the stage was a wrestling ring, so he had to get in and out of a wrestling ring like 10 times. And this dude, guys, not everyone knows him. He has spina bifida. Like he is like he needs help.
But
like,
he's totally not a crippled guy. That's for sure.
He's not crippled.
No, that's not his own branding at all. And no, but nonetheless, it's that's it.
Let's get into Tea Time, gentlemen. Welcome to Tea Time, not brought to you by, but inspired by Arizona Iced Tea. I always ask my guests what flavors they want, and I was told by Chris that Ryan doesn't see flavors, and so we got him the black and white Arizona Iced Tea.
Perfectly balanced.
Cheers, my good friends. Here we go. ASMR for the people. Yo, you good?
It's ASMR, yeah.
Nice. Dude, I used to drink this piss warm.
Sure.
Like I used to just have a gallon that I kept in my room. Like back in the Xbox 360 days where I was saying stuff I can't anymore. Like I would just have a gallon of green tea just in my freaking room. And it's just like, it would sit there. And the only reason why I would know I can't drink it is because like it would start fermenting. Like it would start like puffing out air.
That is disgusting, Chris.
Well, I wouldn't drink it.
Question, please.
Oh, sure.
And then pass me the paper.
That's when I come home after, and that's when I would come home after a weekend. I wouldn't drink it.
If it's legible and you can read it, you can read it. But
I think I read it.
All right, here we go. So the Tea Time question of the day. Welcome to Tea Time, not brought to you by, but inspired by Arizona Iced Tea. I'm trying to get Arizona. Your guy Ryan trying to get high C. That's his thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Ryan Flaherty,
I need to see his set, but I'm hearing about it now, so I got to check that out. But the Tea Time question of the day is pretty simple, nothing too crazy.
He only has a minute, so it's not a lot.
Who has been your greatest influence? That's a pretty common question.
Do you want a local answer or like a global answer, like a famous?
Bro, I think it's for you,
answer?
bro. It could be your mom, your dad, your dog. You know what I'm saying? Man. Who's your greatest influence?
Ryan's dog. No,
I don't have a dog. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have to say it's just some of the local guys that got me into it that keep me moving. I mean, Chris was a big influence at one point when he was like a lot better than me. Now he's just like a little bit better than me. I think, you know, people play different parts. You know, Ryan was a great influence for me because he's a community guy. You know, he was the first person to talk to me at an open mic, you know, invite me to other ones. Dan Danzy, he's a local comedian that came from Texas. He ran the scene down there for 20 years. Now he's just like stuck here. He took a lot of us under his wing and taught us like the basics of comedy, like move the mic stand, inflect your voice. Like, I think that was kind of a huge influence for me too. There's just some people along the way that really believed in me before I believed in myself that really kept me going, and I still owe a lot of credit. 10 years from now, I'll still owe the same people credit.
Sure.
Man. Dan Danzy, I've seen him. I've seen him at the Keystone when it was open. He was at the Keystone. They had brought in a comedian from Austin, I believe. And I think you were performing that night too.
I was on. It was the Josh Johnson show.
Josh Johnson,
that guy was funny.
Yeah, he's very funny.
He was fucking hilarious.
Not the same. I'm going to preference this right now. Like, there is two Josh Johnsons, and the one that we, for what it's worth, the one that I opened for is an absolute gentleman and a very, very funny comic. And I don't know the other one to speak on that. You know, his career can for him. But yeah, that was awesome. And Dan's, it was so funny that you said Danzy's stuck here. He did buy a house and is here with his wife and dog. So he's not in a basement. He's living his life. It's a little, you know, different for him, but he's enjoying it.
Migrated here and he loves it here. Chris, who was one of your greatest influences, whether it be in comedy or just in life?
I mean, just not to have the same answer. I do agree with what Ryan said. But probably my favorite comedian was one of his name's Rory Scovel. Okay. And he just kind of showed me that, like, he came out with a special in 2016 called Rory Scovel's First Time Doing Stand-Up, and it's still my favorite special of all time. And he just showed me in that special that being ridiculous can be your job. And like, because I've been doing comedy even before that, right? Like, I always tell people that I'm seriously for 2 years, but I've been doing it since I was a kid. But Rory just made it so you can literally scream in the mic and like make it funny. I'm not talking about some like, you know, just like random crazy stuff, but like he just made ridiculousness okay. And like, that's what I like, is like the act outs and being silly and, you know, trusting yourself that you're the man on stage while you're doing that. He's the best, dude.
You're a bona fide silly goose, man. We've said it before and we'll say it again, you know.
Manzo is too. He's the man.
Correct.
One of my greatest influences, I think, like, in life, I guess, you know, it's going to sound weird, but I respect the shit out of Matthew McConaughey. I think he's pretty gangster. I think, like,
all right.
Yeah. Just like, I'm like, nah, that's a stand-up guy. You know, he seems to be a stand-up guy. You know, he seems as if he would be a great influence on me. Maybe someone that I know. That's a tough one. I don't know. Someone that I know. I'll say Mike. I was gonna say Michael for the sake of the answer. You know, Michael, you are one of my greatest influences, man. You know, you have a knack to yourself. You stay up till 4 a.m. on Discord.
Hell yeah, dude.
You fall asleep for 5 hours and you wake up and you do it all over again, man. You are an absolute legend and a scholar, man. So cheers to Michael. Yeah, cheers to that one. Cheers to Michael.
Cheers,
that was tea
Michael,
time.
boy, dude. That was
Not brought to you by, but inspired by Arizona Iced Tea.
Inspired.
Oh yeah.
This is so good. Like,
I want to know some more Manzo lore.
Manzo lore.
I want to give you. I yap enough. I want to talk about you and your journey.
Well, let me ask you this: what's one of your favorite places that you've performed? You know, what are one of the most pristine shows that you can remember that you're like, wow, like that was one hell of an experience, and that right to this day is my favorite time performing.
I can answer this for him. So no.
Go ahead. As far as pristine goes, probably the Don't Tells are probably the best. It's cool to see how many different venues and stuff you could bring to. Like 2 weeks ago, I did a show on a farm. Like It was literally just a tent on a farm. There was like 100 people in the audience. They had a great time. Those are the memories that really stick out in my head. I've also been performing at the Wisecrackers quite a bit. That's the comedy club at the casino.
I have not been there.
Wilkes-Barre. You should, dude. I was at their show last night. They had a out of town headliner, a local feature. It was a phenomenal show. I had a great time.
I would like to go. Let me know next time you're there, man. I've always wanted to go to that club.
Well, if you
actually tonight.
Oh, you're going tonight?
Yeah. So they have been running a semi-local competition. NEPA's Funniest Comedian. The finals are tonight. It's me left with 4 other comics.
How many comedians started in this?
100 plus.
Dude.
Yeah,
so you're battling
really
right now.
Yeah, I made it through 3 rounds now. Final rounds tonight.
Wow. And
So,
do
yeah.
they do like a live voting right there? How does the voting go? Do they let the audience decide?
It was a little mix. The first 2 rounds were audience vote half and judge vote half. In these last 2 rounds, it's just been the judge vote only.
Ooh. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Good for you.
Yeah.
To be in that. So final 4.
5
Final
left,
5.
yeah.
Okay.
Dude deserves it.
Do you think you got it in a bag? Let's be honest here.
Dude, I have an uphill battle. I was talking to some other comedians last night that know these guys, and they are all like 4 or 5 years deep in the game. They have some time on me. But I'm coming in confident. I feel like Perfect Storm, I think I have what it takes. I just need to have a good set, and maybe they don't have the best set, You never know. I think my set is very snappy and pretty tight. I think I have a chance.
right.
I got to be confident about it. If I walk in there like I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose.
Where do you gain a lot of like what's the word, inspiration for like some of your jokes? How do you go about writing or just coming up with some jokes?
I'm all over the place with my writing. I still haven't pinned down a style or a motif. I really like one-liners, but I also do kind of get into like middle time. I think right now, if you looked at my set, my big influence is probably my family. I have a lot of jokes about my grandma. She's like 90 years old.
Yeah. The Spanish.
Yeah.
Confusing her on the TV.
People love that.
That was a good one.
People love that type of stuff. Yeah. That's a majority of the set. And everything else is probably just like introspective. How would you say it?
Piss, shit, cum.
That type of stuff. Just dirty stuff, dude. No, it's just like introspective, like just obscenities that I find in the world. I'll just like pick something out of the news and be like, why is this weird? Like I have a new bit about dogs that were trained to sniff diseases, like instead of doctors, and I just take like a premise like that and just tag it up, and it's just kind of how a joke is born, I guess.
I like that. that. I actually saw like, I'll see something like a billboard. I saw a billboard and it said that ESU, it said wanted, dead or alive. And I'm like, you're probably wondering yourself, like, what do they want, dead or alive? Like, ESU, East Stroudsburg University, what the fuck do they want? They want ticks, okay? They want ticks, dead or alive, for the science. And I was like, I was like, that's the premise. That's the premise of the joke right there. Like, that's kind of what it is, right? Let's figure out how we can make this entertaining. Like, all right, let's just say Joe Schmo goes into the woods, fucking finds 5 ticks, has to bring it to East Stroudsburg University, drops them off, and they're like, here's my ticks, what do I get? And they're like, oh, you get, you're just donating to science, and that is going to help.
I'm taking my ticks home.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, nah, fuck. You know how many lighters I had to go through to get that shit done? Like,
I don't want to meet the guy collecting ticks.
Come here. I'll name a tick. Come here, Joe.
Yeah.
They're fucking they're wasting our time here. But yeah, that's a great way to like just get the premise of certain things, like.
Yeah, I think I see the world in a weird way, and I've always appreciated people. Exactly.
It's so much fun, isn't
I see something that my brain just goes somewhere else. Like I saw on the news they had those radioactive shrimp at Walmart. And like my brain's stupid. I was just like, those shrimp could cure cancer. Like, I don't know. That's how I think.
Radioactive shrimp. That's a new thing.
That was in the news at Walmart. The shrimp are radioactive.
Wow.
How does that happen? I don't know.
Hey, listen, take the 2,600 glizzies jumping out of a chopper and do something with that, bro.
We actually call that a callback in the business, Kevin. That was awesome.
There you go.
Thanks, man.
Just imagine you're like a homeless person outside that arena and you're like starving and you're like, I wish I could have food. And then hot dogs are raided from
It's like, God?
Spoiled bitches.
God,
come on, man.
It's like, come on, wind. Just a little wind.
Show that clip to a starving kid in Africa. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Chris, what do you got to say, man?
About
anything?
What?
Just anything at all, man.
Oh, I mean.
How's your cat?
Oh, Francis is a little freaking see you next Tuesday, dude. I love Francis. She's the best. It's just nice having a small animal that I can leave for a weekend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a dog person. Like, I don't dislike dogs. I won't be like that guy who's like, dogs freaking. But like, I don't have the time to have one. But a cat is just like, all right, you can go, and I'll be fine. I'll hold down. You know what I mean? I might chew on something, but and then I'll be.
You know
so
what?
she's doing well.
Let me ask you this. I know Michael went with you. You did a comedy performance at the Pocono Raceway.
Yeah.
It was during
Manzo
a race.
went also.
The both of you guys were there.
we were both
Both of you guys had the pleasure to perform there as well?
Pleasure.
How was that, man? Let me hear about that experience.
So you'll see the recap video in like 6 months, and because me and Michael just end up doing it like once every couple weeks, just because we're like, oh shit, we gotta fucking edit that, and it was. So I'll say this: everything about that show said it was gonna suck. Right?
Really?
It's outside. Everyone's drunk after a race. It's clean comedy. So like all those, that's like a triad for just stuff going wrong. And it didn't help that the whole day, Manzo, Danzy, and all of them were just like, yo, Chris, we're gonna fuck this up for you, dude. We're gonna curse. And I'm just like, guys, can we please not fuck it? Like it got to the point. I didn't freak out like on somebody until like 35 seconds before the show started, when Danzy said one thing and I'm like, can you be happy for 10 minutes? Just 10 fucking minutes. Can you just be excited that we're here? And it was like, I finally played, he was just like, oh, you're serious. And then just like, and then in his Texas ass accent. And no, but dude, it was fun. I mean, they gave us VIP passes. So this was actually it was very nice. My dick was swinging after this one. So first off, the ticket said Chris Jones Comedy on it.
Fire.
You know, and so I said, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to take these tickets and we are going to walk straight until they say we can't. And so we did, and we got to where they had pit road, where all the like trucks and stuff. It was a truck series race, so Frankie Muniz was there. Shout out, we're kind of boys. And we go up to the lady, and we're like this, and then behind me, I just hear like Flaherty and Manzo just going, I don't even know why he's fucking trying, man. There's no way that he's gonna. I have no clue why he's even trying. Like, and they're obviously talking to each other and not just busting my balls. Like, they mean this conversation. They're just like, I don't even know why he's trying to get us in there, dude. And then all of a sudden, the lady was just like, yeah, you guys are good. And I'm like, hey, party of 7. Let's go, bro. Chris Jones, table down in front. And so we got on pit road and got to see all the cars up close.
Dude, that's
and
awesome.
like talk to people on the pit crews and just hang out and walk. And we had Michael there, so he was recording everything. It was just such a good homey day. It was so much fun. My girlfriend got to come. Like, she loves it. Like, me and her, she was just like, if you get nothing else out of comedy than like a free race weekend, like that's pretty cool. Because the next day for the actual race, they bumped me up to Terrace. So that was like, I don't know, it was like buffet and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, it was freaking nuts. I met Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, like royalty, man. That's awesome.
Man, Ryan Fitzpatrick is the man. Because so I wear these, I have Hey Dudes that are sun drop Hey Dudes, the Dale Earnhardts that I have the matching shirt for.
Yes, I did see them. They're nice and classy.
They're nuts. I love them. And Dan Danzy hates them. And he hates it. He's like, never wear those shoes again. And but so I was wearing that the day before, but the next day I just see, or Addie and I are walking, that's my girlfriend's name, we're walking in the infield. She's like, hey, that guy has a really cool sun drop jacket. Look at that. We should get you that. And I look up and I'm like, babe, that's not just a sun drop jacket. That's Ryan. And he obviously hears me. I'm like, that's Ryan fucking Fitzpatrick. Like, I am immediately girling
super
out.
fanboy.
Like, oh my God. Because like Ryan Fitzpatrick is like the most dude in terms of football player. Like, it's not, when you meet him.
Behind Jameis Winston.
Yeah, well, exactly. But he has
Winston.
the same sort of success where it's just like he just ends up on a team and does well for no fucking reason for a month out of his life, and then everyone loves him because then he's just a normal person.
So he throws an interception.
He was the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
I met him. I gave him my card. He was like, "Hey, it was nice to meet you, Chris." And then I was like, "What?" And then I messaged him on Instagram afterwards saying it was nice to meet him. He said, "Yeah, you too." I'm like, "Free tickets whenever you want to come." And just a stand-up guy. It was really cool. But my favorite part about that is I took a picture with him, but he was also taking a picture with another, like with a kid. So it just looks like I'm also... Like with a kid I don't even know. So he's looking at the camera of the kid's mom while I'm also taking a picture. He's definitely like around my shoulder and stuff like that, but I'm the only one looking at my camera, and he's just looking away. So we had to
have this photo?
Yeah.
Oh, we need it. No, it's going to need to be overlaid. Don't worry.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. And so it's very silly, but I remember just yelling, "That's Ryan fucking Fitzpatrick!" You know, I girled out. It was awesome.
And then we got to get the image from the mother as well. I want to see her perspective and your perspective. The photo, put them side by side.
I think I have a video of it, so I mean, like we'll figure it out. My girlfriend was just doing whatever, so I forgot what I have, but I just know I have it as proof. And like we did some magic of the video where I like screen capped a part of the video where he was looking at the camera. I'm like, all right, sweet. So I falsified an image.
That's awesome, man. That is such a great time. So overall, how did the performance go? How did this show go?
It was fine. And that was way better than I would have expected.
I had a good time.
It was great.
It went better than expected because clean comedy is hard for anybody, you know, like it's just not the lane that we really write in. And also that crowd was really rowdy. Like they were yelling at us, but they didn't understand that like I could hear them, but the rest of the crowd couldn't hear them. So it was kind of like weird to try to like shake them off while they're like yelling about Joe Biden while I'm trying to do like funny, cute jokes, you know?
Amazing.
No, yeah. It was fun. I mean, it was just a half drunk while there's like kids on bicycles riding through, but we started with like 75 people around, and this is like a big field. So like 75 people ain't crazy, but like by the end of it, we had to have like 200-300 people, watching the rest of it. Yeah,
very cool.
Got some cool photos at sunset. It was legit, dude. I was chilling. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We got out of there saying hell twice in an hour, dude. We'll take it. You know what I mean?
Not
like
bad.
that's sick.
No complaints from anyone.
And the Visitors Bureau, who put us on their website for the festival, thankfully, very cool guy. They heard great things, so that's good. The one guy got in touch with me, and now we're gonna work together through that for the festival and stuff. So, I mean, the Pocono Mountain. I think the literal name is the Pocono Mountain Visitors Bureau. I'm sorry if I am wrong, but they sponsored the NASCAR race. And so the guys who sponsored the NASCAR race was like, hey, that was funny. We don't have any money, but we can help you by putting your stuff on the like tourist website.
Cool.
That's all we need. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's huge. Big eyes. You know what I mean?
Great exchange there. Well, gentlemen, it is that time of the show, where we are going to wrap it up. So if there's anything that you want to say to the people watching at home, any important messages that we missed while we were in this conversation, the floor is yours. Ryan, we'll start with you first, and then we'll go to Chris, and then we'll wrap it up.
Sure, dude. By now, I've already won NEPA's Funniest, so you've already congratulated me for that. But September 6th, come out to the Loft for the fundraiser show for the festival, and obviously come out to the festival. That's the main two plugs I need to worry about right here.
Chris, anything?
So first off and first mostly, whenever this comes out, go watch Ryan P Flaherty on Kill Tony.
That too.
On Netflix. He is one of the bucket poles. The paper and the news wouldn't talk about it if he sucked. Wouldn't that suck if you're like he bombed? I agree, yeah. And then everyone's like, yo, a local guy was on this. Everyone's got to cheer for him. And then we watch it.
He didn't even get a book.
Himself. Yeah. But no, he got the large notebook, which is nuts because there's only like so many prizes, and that's like confirming you did good.
Correct.
But for me, I mean, right now, my baby's just a festival, dude. I'm in Binghamton tonight, like doing a show, and so I mean that doesn't matter in the future. But October 3rd through the 5th is the festival. It's in Stroudsburg. On Main Street for the most part. There might be something like the Pickle Fest sets or random stuff like that are going to be happening. Friday's going to start for comics around 3 with the social networking thing at Yard of Ale upstairs. And then the showcases are going to start around 5 and go until whenever. Saturday, comedy starts at 10 a.m. and stops at 2 a.m. And then Sunday, it's going to be like...
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's going to be a long day.
It's going to be a long, long day, and I got to be up for all of it. And then freaking Sunday is more of a brunch style thing, so everything should be wrapping up. Like, we'll probably do something at 11, but it'll probably wrap up around 6. Headliner tickets, $25. Get them. They will sell out. Wristbands are going to be $35. That's going to get you entry into at least 15 shows. And then, I don't know, 75 comedians, multiple venues, Jess Delfino, Zack Hammond, Boris Khaykin, Ryan Flaherty, Angelia Petrello, Ryan Manzo, Chris Jones. That's the spearhead of it all. Paul helping us, like just being a headliner is the fucking man. Everybody, I mean, dude, the entire scene is coming together on something really cool. And this is the first time in my life where I get to I kind of get last year during this time, literally a year almost to the date, we were in Chicago for our first ever travel to do comedy thing, right? It was a huge thing for us. It was amazing. A year later, we're bringing everybody we've met for the most part everywhere we could, other than Lewis. We're going to get Lewis.
He's too big for us.
He's too big for us, dude. Lewis is the man. I literally am helping produce something where I get to bring all of my friends in and all of my funny friends in to be in one place for 3 days. So it's it's just going to be us fucking around and just and we're staying Sunday into Monday as well. At least where we're staying. So we just have a whole night of just celebrating.
Watch out, Stroudsburg.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be we're going back to the house. They'll be fine. We're gonna go buy beer for cheap and then go have it at the house we're paying for instead of just the bars. But except Newberry's Yard of Ale, we're gonna be drinking there quite heavily. They did give us money. Please go buy things from them so it looks like it mattered to them.
They love comedy.
They love comedy. They love us. We love them. That's about it.
Hey, that is a great thing you guys are doing. Make sure you guys check them out at nepacomedyfest.org. Yes, nepacomedyfest.org. You can find out all the information. If you want to sponsor, you go ahead and sponsor through there as well. Check out all the comedians. Check out their Instagram. Chris, you guys are doing a phenomenal thing.
Appreciate you.
Ryan, I appreciate
you so much for having us, brother.
Of course, it is a pleasure. Michael, you are the connection that made this happen
Michael.
from day one.
Love you,
So, as always, for our video guy here, thank you, Michael, for being here and doing one hell of a job for the show.
And go watch Half Woody. They're going to actually be doing cinematography for it. So they're going to be there all weekend filming everything. Half Woody Studios, I just filmed some with them Friday. They're the best. So go check them out.
Shout out the boys. And with that being said, I am the man in the middle, Kevin Martinez, signing out. Peace.